there's still play records that we... I messed up. Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Mekmak, this is Let's Play Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE Encore. I forget what happened in the last episode because it's been a long time since we've recorded. We really should look into beating the game soon because there's only so much stalling I can do. The problem is, well... I want to make sure I've completed as much as I can. So we're actually missing... I need to look at this because it's bugging me. There are awards. These are basically all compilations of complete X of play records. Things like that. And, well... supposedly, there is... okay, debut performance. What's the one on the far right? Ah, that's what was bothering me. I was thinking, did we ever get the 50% of play records award? I mean, I've put so much effort into getting all the play records. Turns out, yes, it's just to the side. So, we still have quite a few weird miscellaneous play records here that we haven't gotten. Some of them I'm not sure whether I really should properly show them on camera. Because, well, I have to somehow find a way to get poisoned at this point of the game and then wander about aimlessly. I have to find a way to spend all my money, and look at how rich I am, that's going to be a real investment. I have to spend all my money so I can't purchase a drink at the vending machine, which are the cheapest things in the game. I also want to point out that there is an exclusive drink from this vending machine, so if you always heal here, then eventually you're going to get the play record for buying all of them. It says Muscle Drink X on the list that I'm looking at, but it's possible that its name isn't quite right. So, one that we are not going to get sadly, Topic. There's an achievement for accumulating, there's a play record for accumulating 30 unread topics. The fact that I've been tuning in to see what they are immediately every time means that we aren't going to get it. There's one for having a party member unconscious and walking 500 meters. There's one for having a party member poisoned and walking for 500 meters. There is an achievement for talking to Ayaha many times. Did I just get it and not realize it? Whoops. No, I didn't. But yeah. Spoke to Ayaha at Fortuna office 50 times. Clearly meant to be accumulated over time. But yeah, she loves me not. She's the only girl not in the harem. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, you're a good game, but you're definitely a skis at times. Now, what else is there? Alright, there is one that we can get that's weirdly positioned. Turbo Rooftop. Tilt the camera up to behold the lens flare. For 5 seconds. Weird, but okay. Oh, obtained all incenses by trading detritus with Nieg. Random luck incense freebie doesn't count. Apparently on the Wii U it was translated a bit weird. Let me think, what else is there? We also, a thing that we definitely need to do is go to Illusory Door and make absolutely certain that we've seen everything, because to get that play record you have to advance past the point of no return. There are chests and map that needs to be filled in there as well, meaning that If you leave things undone in this area, then you've just wasted that and you have to go through an entire playthrough again. Actually, okay. Goddess pose. Wait, who's in the main party? Tsubasa. So, there are a lot of costumes that count for this. Tsubasa in Pegasus form. Shiny Feel, Sky Blue Smile, the Amrita One Piece, Windy Feather, which was also called Windy Weather at certain points, Splash Resort, which we don't have, but we do have Cocktail Dream, that's also on the list, or Falling Santa. Maybe you're noticing a pattern. For Kiria, Dominant Queen, Lesson Mode, or Splash Resort, which again, Japanese exclusive. And it might even not be for Japanese Switch either, it might specifically be for the Wii U version DLC only. Oh yeah. For Ellie, Lesson Mode, Cocktail Dream, and Sunnyside for some reason, or Memories Splash Resort. Also Ellie's Splash Resort counts. What are we doing? We're going to do nothing. This play record is: let a scantily clad female cast member stand idle for 3 minutes. Yeah. I didn't intend it, but I guess it makes sense. I guess we might as well talk this out now rather than later. I do wonder what exactly happened with Japan's treatment of homosexuality, because you've got Sailor Moon, and they actually did have 2 of the girls in a relationship. When it got dubbed, they changed it to cousins, but they didn't actually remove any of the undertones, and that's somehow trying to get rid of the homosexuality made it even more problematic than they probably intended. I don't know, but then skim ahead about 10 years or so, and you've got a specifically Notorious Detective Conan episode. And, well, for some reason they thought it would be funny if, oh, he thought he saw 2 men kissing. Oh wait, there weren't 2 men. One of them was a woman. And how traumatized he looks by the whole thing. He looks like he committed a murder. And that just didn't work out at all. And then we get to the Tokyo Mirage sessions and it's gotten worse, because let's take any alternative interpretations out of account. Let's just assume what they intended you to think. We see Tsubasa's adoration for Kiria, and it is problematic. It's highly She is a very disturbing fan, and you hope she gets over it, and that she just moves on to Itsuki. And that is a very backwards attitude of, you can cure lesbianism just by giving them the right man. I am not a lesbian, obviously, but I don't like the idea of, if the right man came along, then I'd stop being straight and I'd start being gay. That is really wrong to me. So naturally I'd assume that lesbians would feel the same. And it's just backsliding, basically. And I have a possible explanation for it, but because it's taken straight off of social media sites as someone else's comment, I don't know how founded it is. I think it's that it's actually a case of the Western homophobic tendencies bleeding over into Japan. Was this 3? I wonder if I already had this achievement.
他の技の方が良さそう。あれれ。それいけそうね。お願いなんだ。次やる。よろしく。頼んだわよ。頼みます。
I need to go back to the Fortuna officers and check.
いけるぞ。了解。
準備 OK だよ。
クロム直伝これだな。
吉尾さんお願いします。
Apparently Kira is considered... I don't know how much stake I put in it. Someone else's list when I just found it randomly while looking for certain things on the game, but apparently Kira is supposed to be one of the best characters in the game. And apparently Megidoleon is actually stupid good in her hands. The thing is, Kiria really doesn't sync well into a lot of parties because the only physical weapon that she can session from is sword, and that's only if you refuse a carnage. And keep in mind, she's like the first time... hang on. My thought. The thing is with Kiria, you get her, you have your first initial peach, party of 3, she's the first person to join the party, meaning that she shows up really early. You're very likely to have her sessions filled by the time you gain the ability to refuse carnages. So you're probably going to end up holding off on picking up Sword Blizzard or Sword Wind until you get until you get to the extra session slot. And keep in mind, that's the very last Radiant Unity in the game. For everyone, it's their 20th Radiant skill. So Kira's going to spend a lot of time not sessioning well from the party. He has absolutely no way to session from memory, and memory is good. She's a tank, so it's just... Maybe Kiri is better than I give her credit for, and it's just that she's a late bloomer, but... Okay, Triport. It's going to be really awkward if I get to the end, if I find out that I didn't already have it, because it means I have to kill 3 minutes. Shoot. Yeah, we need to wait on that. Okay, I'm going to put Kiria also in a scanty outfit because I just want to get this. I don't care who goes first, I just want it to be done with. Yeah, sure, we can treat Tsukasa. Oh yeah, there's another. I just glanced over and looked again. There's another frustratingly long, grindy play record to get. World Tour. Save the game 255 times. Keep in mind that I've been trying to save between episodes every time, and sometimes I even save during an episode. I'm up to episode 122, so I might be halfway. I might be a bit more than halfway. That is just grindy.
どんどん盛り上がっていくわよ。援護は任せてください。
Actually, maybe Tsubasa's Pegasus form doesn't count. I might have said it, but if we waited that long and it didn't happen...
つなぎなさい。
今がチャンスみたいよ。
それじゃあ始めるよ。
Darn it. Oh good, it wasn't lethal.
よろしく。
任せるわ。
ミスルエレオノーラ。
今よ。アリ
ザモーレ。ミラージュアタック。いけるぞ。
Hang on a tick. Oh, Wind Glacier X, okay. So memory... I don't know, for some reason I thought that the only element that memory could get wind split from was from a Reforge. I guess I've been thinking of that wrong ever since. But yeah, Itsuki, you don't count. Alright, 3 minutes of your life wasted on this achievement. I have things to say about this. For a start, Japan, how dare you have it possible to complete this achievement with memory? But also, it's kind of weird that I had my long and involved rant on Tsubasa's outfit and the whole thing with censorship, but I guess when you get down to it, I did actually duck in and out of skill so we could get a better look at the front because that was what I was talking about. Hooray! We got to see the absorbed wind kick in.
シーダ、私に力を貸して。
But we apparently haven't gotten the absorb electric
いけ
yet.
そうね。
逃がさないんだから。
I don't know. I have this feeling of...
ミスルエレオノーラ。
The thing is... Where am I going with this thought? I want to be fully prepared for the final boss, but I feel like if I do too much work then I'm going to undercut the final boss and it just won't be that fun. But also I want to show everything off. And yet I'm not going to show everything off because I would have to play through the game another time to do that. In fact, I might have to play through the game twice more because when you start a new game, you gain access to Lunatic... New Game Plus, you gain access to Lunatic Mode difficulty. But to make sure that it's still difficult, they ban you from carrying over anything that is related to gameplay. You're only allowed to carry over aesthetics, I think? And your play records? But everything else, no, you aren't allowed. You can't carry over levels, you can't carry over Carnage experience, you can't carry over money or any items. All that stuff is banned. Okay, let me think about it. Resisting ice at all times is handy. But the thing is, I've looked at what the super boss is like. Even though we can't challenge the super boss, we kind of want to be carrying absorb skills of their own element.
この力、受け取って、翼。
Honestly, let me just double check me on it. We have Madeira Han, which means healing expertise and healing expertise X are officially no longer useful.
いいかしら。
私の秘術、キリアだけにやった。
我が力受け取れ。やったな。いいか。
So then we have about 7 minutes. Oh yeah, here's one that we need to deal with. You need to ride 50 of these blocks. I'm counting in my head, which is why I'm trying not to speak and lose my count. I know this is the content you all came for. Like, that's at least 20 times. And no, the blue blocks don't count for this. The ones that lead on trails, that's probably 30. Tell me I love you 100 times! We've definitely passed how many times we used it in the real thing, which means I probably accidentally skipped over the pop-up that says you did it 50 times. Okay, send me back. The fate of the world is at stake, but 100% completion has no bounds. So then, Goddess Pose. Let's scantily a female cast member stand idle for 3 minutes. Dazzling Sky. Tilt the camera upward for 5 seconds of lens flare. We have no hope in this. Is probably the advantage of lunatic mode. Resetting everything because it did give me a chance to buy, or rather to fail to buy, a drink. I guess we already had platformer and I just forgot about it. This is why I always check. 1,000 victories is a very long grind. We don't know how many deers we've used, presumably a lot. We have a lot of things related to class makeup that we can't do because we have to beat the game to get access to either the costumes or the ability to take Itsuki out of the party. We're at least rich. And yeah. I really need to take a proper serious look at my equipment now and decide which carnages do I want to take into the finale. This is definitely going to be my finale for Itsuki. For Tsubasa. Honestly, even though she loses her sword resistance, I think weapon weaknesses mean absolutely nothing in the upcoming final battle. You could get Fire Expertise X or Luna. We'll level up his Debilitate. I feel like Mionia might be the one to use here. We haven't gotten her Absorb Lilek, but it is possible. Okay. Memory is a question because I remember that the final boss uses a lot of fire. The thing is, the Plasma Axe. It does remove her fire weakness. It gives her the wind weakness, but that's less important to this battle. The problem is that's also 40 power down. I think but basically, it is a good idea to just keep refusing her Plasma Axe Carnage over and over to carry it to the final battle. Because, well, it helps a lot. Funnily enough, for the longest time, for some reason I thought that Kiria was the one with a fire weakness, not Itsuki. And I'm not sure why, because I haven't seen anything that says that she and Itsuki, that she exchanged weaknesses with someone, or that she had a fire weakness at any point. Like, she's gaining she's losing her resistances here, definitely, but she isn't gaining it at any point. Yashiro... I should also pretext that you don't need to absolutely make a perfect immunity to fire damage. It's just a nice thing to have. Do I want to refuse carnages though? Do I want to cap off all their carnages one final time? Do I want to reclass back to the original classes because I do not have enough Master Seals to do that? Some people will have to stay that way. Like, actually, yeah, I have 4 Master Seals, meaning that I'd have to go grind out luck-based events in order to get everyone back to normal. The problem is that I actually think that, save for Yashiro, all of their natural Carnage forms look better with their first promotions, not their second. Well, I guess Yashiro and Kiria, because Kiria's also looks nothing like either of Tharja's promotions. And heck, even with the Virion, I prefer his base form to his promotion. In the next episode, we have to finish off the illusory door. If someone dies, then I'm going to immediately drop out of the dungeon and go grind up the play record for that. I don't think that there's anything left that can poison us. I'm going to check through the analysis off screen But either way, until next time guys, take care, we'll see you all around.